Hi everyone, this is Mr. Moyo and welcome to another episode of MoyoMath. In today's video we'll be looking at Algebra 3 and the focus will be on the distributive law. So before we get into the distributive law, I would like each and everyone to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and persons who are interested in doing lessons, math and Add.Math lessons with me can contact me at the number above. It's 1-868-718-1104. That's 1-868-718-1104. So, with that said, let's get into it. So the objective of today's video is to focus on the distributive law. And what is the distributive law? So this law involves removal of brackets by multiplying a number or a variable outside of the bracket by an algebraic expression within the bracket. So we have here the rule of the distributive law. So we have A, which is outside of the bracket, and within the bracket we have an algebraic expression which is B plus C. And for us to remove this bracket, we're going to take this variable A, which is outside of the bracket, and we're going to multiply by each one of the terms of the algebraic expression within the bracket. So this will be A multiplied by B, and it's going to be A multiplied by plus C. So A multiplied by B will give us AB, and A multiplied by positive C, of course a plus sign is understood in front of your A, so A plus by A plus will give us A plus, and A by C will give us AC. So we have AB plus AC. If we have A outside of the bracket, and within the bracket we have the algebraic expression B minus C, so the same applies. To remove the bracket, we're going to take what is outside of the bracket, which is A, and we're going to multiply by each one of the terms of the algebraic expression within the bracket. So it's going to be A multiplied by B, and it's going to be A multiplied by negative C. So A multiplied by B will give us AB, and A multiplied by negative C, of course a plus sign is understood in front of your A. So a plus by a minus will give us A minus. A multiplied by C will give us AC. So we have some examples here to show and apply the rule that we just looked at. So if we have to remove brackets in the following, it's simply 3 is outside of the bracket. Within the bracket we have the algebraic expression m minus 5, and to remove our brackets we multiply 3 by m and we multiply 3 by negative 5. So 3 by m will give us 3m, and 3 by negative 5 will give us negative 15. If we have a second example, we have negative 5 which is outside of the bracket, and the algebraic expression 6 minus 2p is within the bracket. So to remove this bracket, we're going to multiply negative 5, which is outside of the bracket, by each one of the terms of the algebraic expression within the bracket. So it's negative 5 by 6, and it's negative 5 by negative 2p. So negative 5 by 6, a minus by a plus is a minus. 5 by 6 will be 30, so we have negative 30. And negative 5 by negative 2p, a minus by a minus is a plus, and 5 by 2p will give us 10p. So we have removed our brackets. For example 3, we have a half which is outside of the bracket, and we have the algebraic expression within the bracket 4a minus 10b plus 8c. So let's remove the brackets. We're going to multiply a half by 4a, we're going to multiply a half by negative 10b, and we're going to multiply a half by positive 8c or 8c. So a half by 4a will give us 2a, a half by negative 10b, a plus sign is understood in front of a half, so a plus by a minus gives us a minus, a half by 10b will give us 5b, so we have negative 5b, and a half by positive 8c will give us positive 4c. And we have removed our brackets and obtained the expression shown. Similarly, for example 4, we're going to multiply the variable outside of the bracket, which is b, by the algebraic expression within the brackets b plus a. So we're multiplying b outside of the bracket by b within the bracket, and b outside of the bracket by plus 8 within the bracket. So, or 8. So b by b from our rule of multiplication of quantities, we know that b by b will give us b to the power of 2 or b squared, and b by positive 8, a plus sign is understood in front of your b, and of course a plus sign understood in front of 8, so a plus by a plus will give us a plus, b by 8 will give us 8b. So let's look at some examples to highlight removing the brackets. So we have here 1, we have 9 outside of the bracket, and n minus 7, which is the algebraic expression within the bracket. So we know that this is 9 multiplied by n and 9 multiplied by negative 7. So we know 9 by n will give us 9n, and positive 9 by negative 7, a plus by a minus is a minus, 9 sevens are 63. So we have removed the bracket. Let's look at 2. We have negative 2, and within the bracket 6 minus 4y. So we have our algebraic expression within the bracket. So to remove the bracket, we're going to take negative 2, which is outside of the bracket, and we multiply by each one of the terms of the algebraic expression within it. So negative 2 by 6, and this is negative 2 by negative 4y. So negative 2 by 6, a minus by a plus is a minus, 2 by 6 is 12, and negative 2 by negative 4y, a minus by a minus is a plus, 2 by 4y gives us 8y. So we have removed our brackets. Let's look at example 3. We have negative 3 outside of the bracket, and we have 8a minus 13b within the bracket. So to remove that bracket, we're going to take negative 3, and we are going to multiply by each one of the terms of the algebraic expression within the bracket. So negative 3 by 8a, and we're going to multiply negative 3 by negative 13b, right? And I guess you would have already formalized that in your minds. So this will be negative 3 by 8a, a minus by a plus is a minus, 3 by 8a will give us 24a, and negative 3 by negative 13b, a minus by a minus is a plus, so 3 by 13b will give us 39. Let us look at the fourth example. So we have here, so the fourth example here, we have 3/4, so that number outside of the bracket can be a positive number, negative number, fraction, decimal. So we're going to take 3/4, which is outside of the bracket, and we're going to multiply by each one of the terms of the algebraic expression within the bracket. I'm sure we have already formalized in our minds what we're going to do. This is 3/4 multiplied by 12p, and 3/4 multiplied by negative 16q. So when we multiply 3/4 by 12p, we know 4 into 4 is 1, 4 into 12p will be 3p, and 3p by 3, so 4 into 4 is 1, 4 into 12p is 3p, and 3p by 3 will give us 9p. Of course, 3/4 by negative 16q, a plus sign is understood in front of your 3/4, so a plus by a minus is a minus, and let's multiply 3/4 by your 16q, so we're going to say 4 into 4 is 1, 4 into 16q is 4q, and 4q by 3 will give us 12q, so we'll have negative 12q. And that there is our result after we have removed our bracket. Let's look at the last. So we have 5. We have n, which is outside of the bracket, and within the bracket we have the algebraic expression 3n minus 6. So to remove the brackets, what we're going to do? We're going to take the n, which is outside of the bracket, and we're going to multiply by each term of the algebraic expression within the bracket. Simple. So it's going to be n by 3n, and we're going to multiply n by negative 6. So we are multiplying n by 3n, and from our law of multiplication of quantities, n by 3n will give us 3n squared. Once we are multiplying and we have quantities with the same variable, in this case n will be a variable, same variable, we maintain that variable n, but the powers we must add. So of course, we know 1 is understood in front of n, 1 by 3 will give us 3, but n by n will give us n squared. So we have 3n squared, and n by negative 6, a plus sign is understood in front of n, positive n by negative 6, a plus by a minus is a minus, n by 6 will give us 6n. So we have removed our brackets. So let's look at further applying removing brackets and simplifying algebraic expressions. So if we look at what we have stated, if we have to remove brackets and simplify expressions, what do we do? So we are seeing here where we have, this here is an algebraic expression, brackets are involved. The objective is to remove brackets first and foremost. So to remove brackets, we know the distributive law will come into play. So we're going to take this number outside of the bracket. We have two sets of brackets, so each number outside of the bracket, 3 in this case, we're going to multiply by the algebraic expression x plus 9 within. And for this bracket, plus 4 is understood outside of that bracket, and we're going to multiply it by the algebraic expression x plus 5 within. So a simple case, we know, start formalizing our minds, 3 by x, 3 by positive 9, plus 4 by x, and plus 4 by positive 5. So 3 by x will give us 3x, and 3 by plus 9 or 3 by 9 will give us plus 27. Plus 4 by x will give us plus 4x, and plus 4 by plus 5 or plus 4 by 5 will give us plus 20. Again, to simplify, we clearly see where we have a like terms. So our like terms are 3x and 4x, and our like terms as well will be 27 and 20, which are constant terms. So we know to simplify algebraic expressions, we will have to, in this case, group like terms. So we're going to put 3x plus 4x together and plus 27 plus 20 together to give us 3x plus 4x is 7x, and plus 27 plus 20 will give us plus 47. And of course, nothing else can be done further here, so this remains as your answer. Similarly, for example 2, in order for us to simplify that algebraic expression, the first thing we observe brackets, and when brackets are stated or shown in an algebraic expression, the objective is to remove it, and to do so, the distributive law can come into play to assist in that regard. So we're going to multiply negative 5, which is a number outside of this bracket, and we're going to multiply it by the algebraic expression within, and we're going to take the number outside of the second bracket, which is negative 7, and we're going to multiply it by the algebraic expression m plus 3 within. So let's remove brackets, negative 5 by m, and negative 5 by negative 2. Similarly, negative 7 by m, and negative 7 by positive 3. Simple. So let's simplify further. Negative 5 by m will give us negative 5m. Negative 5 by negative 2, a minus by a minus is a plus, 5 by 2 is 10. Negative 7 by positive m will give us negative 7m. And negative 7 by positive 3, a minus by a plus is a minus, 7 by 3 is 21. So after removing brackets comfortably, next step is to simplify further. So we group like terms. We're going to put negative 5m, negative 7m together, and plus 10 plus minus 21 together. These are constant terms. So in simplifying, we know that negative 5m minus 7m, and we learned some rules if you go to my video dealing with simplifying terms through addition and subtraction. There are some important rules of signs we need to know. And in this case, the rule of addition says when the signs are the same, we add the two natural numbers. 5 plus 7 is 12. And the common sign, which is that negative sign, will control our 12, and we maintain our variable and power, which is your m raised to the power of 1. 1 is understood here. So we have negative 12m. Positive 10 minus 21. Again, rules. When the signs are different, we subtract the two natural numbers. So 10 from 21 is 11. And the sign of the larger natural number is 21. A negative sign controls it. So that negative sign controls your 11, and nothing else can be done there. The answer is negative 12m minus 11. So let's look at some questions to test our knowledge. So let's go through. 1. We want to expand and simplify. So you have negative 5 and in brackets y minus 9 plus 8 and in brackets y plus 4. So let's remove our brackets. This will be 5 by y, 5 by negative 9, plus 8 by y, plus 8 by plus 4. We can simply write 8 by y and 8 by 4. So this becomes 5 by y is 5y, 5 by negative 9, a plus by a minus is a minus, 9 5s are 45, plus 8 by y will be plus 8y, and plus 8 by plus 4, a plus by a plus is a plus, 8 4s are 32, and let's further simplify, let's group like terms, this will be 5y, plus 8y, negative 45, plus 32, 5y plus 8y will give us 13y, and negative 45 plus 32, again, we look at our signs again, as different signs, we are going to subtract the two natural numbers. So 32 from 45 will give us 13. And the latter part of the rule says the sign of the larger natural number is 45. The negative sign controls that larger natural number, hence that negative sign will control your 13. Let's move on to question 2. Of course, nothing else can be done here, that's your answer. Question 2, negative 4 into h plus 3, and negative 5 into 5 minus h. So let's remove our brackets. So this is negative 4 by h, negative 4 by positive 3, negative 5 by 5, negative 5 by negative h. So negative 4 by positive h, a minus by a plus is a minus, 4 by h will give us 4h. So we have negative 4h. Negative 4 by positive 3, a minus by a plus is a minus, 4 by 3 is 12. Negative 5 by positive 5, a minus by a plus is a minus, 5 5s are 25. And negative 5 by negative h, a minus by a minus is a plus, 5 by h is 5h. I'm sure we already started formalizing in our mind what we're going to do, what steps we're going to take. So, next step, what we're going to do? We're going to group like terms. So this will be negative 4h plus 5h, negative 12 minus 25. We arrange grouping like terms, and we know negative 4h plus 5h. When the signs are different, we're going to subtract the two natural numbers. So 4 from 5 is 1. And the sign of the larger natural number, 5 is a larger natural number. A plus sign controls it, so it will control your 1 and you maintain your variable and power. So you can write 1h or h, any one is acceptable. And negative 12 subtract 25. Rules, when the signs are the same, we add the two natural numbers. So 12 plus 25 will give us 37. And the common sign, that negative sign which is common to both, will control your 37. So the answer is 1h or h, subtract 37. So let's look at question 3. So we have 7 into m minus 2n plus 6 into m plus 3n. Again, removing brackets, we know what we have to do. 7 by m, 7 by negative 2n, plus 6 by m, and plus 6 by plus 3n. So we know 7 by m will give us 7m, and 7 by negative 2n will give us a plus by a minus is a minus. 7 by 2n is 14n. Plus 6 by m will be plus 6m. And plus 6 by plus 3n or 3n will give us positive 18n. So we're going to rearrange group like terms. This will be 7n plus 6n. And this will be negative 14n plus 18n. And we know 7m plus 6m will give us 13m. And negative 14n plus 18n rules when the signs are different. We subtract the two natural numbers. 14 from 18 is 4. And the sign of the larger natural number is 18. Positive sign controls that natural number. So that positive sign will control your 4. So once that sign controlling the larger natural number, we know that that sign will control our results. So we're going to put that plus sign in front of 4 and we maintain our variable and power. And at that point, nothing else can be done. So let's look at 4. So I'll put P erase here. So let's look at 4 and 5. So for 4, we have here 1/3 into 9a minus 15b minus a quarter into 24a minus 36b. Again, we start formalizing in our minds. You know what we're going to do? We're going to multiply what? 1/3 by 9a. We're going to multiply 1/3 by negative 15b. We're going to multiply negative a quarter, not just a quarter, but negative a quarter by 24a and negative a quarter by negative 36b. So let's simplify. 1/3 by 9a, 3 into 3 is 1, 3 into 9a is 3a, and 3a by 1 is 3a. What is positive 1/3 by negative 15b? A plus by a minus is a minus. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 15b is 5b. 5b by 1 is 5b. So we have a negative 5b. Negative a quarter by plus 24a. A minus by a plus is a minus. 4 into 4 is 1. 4 into 24a will be 6a. 6a by 1 is 6a, so we have negative 6a. And negative a quarter by negative 36b, a minus by a minus is a plus. 4 into 4 is 1. 4 into 36b is 9b. And 9b by 1 is 9b. At that point, in order for us to further simplify, we're going to group like terms. So this will be 3a minus 6a minus 5b plus 9b. So 3a minus 6a, we know when the signs are different, we subtract the two natural numbers. 3 from 6 is 3, and the sign of the larger natural number controls your 3 to maintain your variable and power. Negative 3a. Again, when the signs are different, we subtract the two natural numbers. 5 from 9 is 4. And the sign of the larger natural number, which is 9, plus sign controls it. That plus sign controls your 4 and maintain your variable and power. And at that point, nothing else can be done. That's your answer. Let's look at the last one, 5. We have u into 4u minus 7 plus 5 into 3u squared minus 2u. So again, removing brackets and simplifying. So we know u multiplied by 4u, u multiplied by negative 7 plus 5 multiplied by 3u squared. We can say 5 multiplied by 3u squared, and plus 5 or 5 multiplied by negative 2u. So 4u by u will give us 4u squared u by negative 7 is negative 7u, plus 5 by 3u squared will be plus 15u squared, and 5 by negative 2u is negative 10. So at this point we go to group like terms and simplify. So this becomes 4u squared plus 15u squared and negative 7u minus 10. So 4u squared plus 15u squared will give us 19u squared and negative 7u minus 10u. When the signs are the same, we add the two natural numbers. 7 plus 10 is 17. And the common sign controls our 17. That negative sign is common to both natural numbers, which will control your 17. You have negative 17, and you maintain your variable and power. At that point, nothing else can be done because these two terms are not like terms. We see the variable u, but this is u to the power of 2, this is u to the power of 1. Nothing else can be done. That's your answer. So with that said, I hope that the video and the information shared was beneficial. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Take care. So don't forget to stay tuned for the special question. Pay close attention to these special questions because they will be used to help you to win a prize. Information regarding this special question will be shared shortly. It will be more so shared when I am doing my live sessions. So pay close attention to the special questions. Always go back to the videos to see what the special questions are all about. Because when I give information regarding those special questions, you can easily win a prize. So stay tuned and look forward to information regarding those questions and for the next video. So take care.